What goes down at 2 a.m. really depends, I feel like, where we are in the world. I'm from Berlin, Germany, so I think in Berlin, I would start my night at around 2. I would put my alarm up at 1:30 a.m. and then start playing at 2 a.m. I think in LA, at 2 a.m., it's time for the after party. Okay, so usually my glam ritual before a set is to close my hair. I think it's definitely important to me to have my hair most of the time closed so that when I dance and stuff like that, that it's not in my face or all sweaty. So I feel like this is my number one glam ritual. Most of the time when I'm not playing in like an underground rave or something, but something more during the day would be like Music Sounds Better With You. I feel like it's one of those songs that just comes on and it's like everybody knows the song and it's like a good feel vibe and I think this is the go-to one. Oh my God, when I started DJing, it kind of was Independent Woman by Destiny's Child. And it's so random because I don't even play this music, but I feel like it would just remind me that, I should keep going, that I'm in control of like my future and everything that I'm doing. A lot of people look at my looks and they would be like, oh, she just got like lucky or whatever, which made me, especially in the beginning, to just work harder and practice more to then really be like, okay, apparently like I'm in a competition. I really need to like show off, right, what I can. But that helped me so much. So I feel like that weakness that people saw in me and being a female, I really made this to my power move to actually like bring my craft to a different new level and really be great. So now whenever I DJ, people are like, wow, you're actually really good. I'm just like, thank you. I think for me, it's more about the color. I usually only wear black. So I feel like whenever I DJ, it needs to be either black or red. Just that alone makes me feel empowered. Wow, that's an interesting one. I feel like I get a lot of wild ones. The wildest one, which is probably not even that wild, but I think it was just one that just came to my mind, was an athlete DMing me that he saw my set and he was like, not like, oh, I saw your set, you're good or something, but he was like, oh, I saw your set. I play for like this and that. And I'm just like, what? Like he was like, I'm an athlete and I played like football and for that them and them. And I'm just like, okay. And I didn't even respond because I was like, it's not even a compliment. It's not nothing. Like this is just weird. So before I play a set, I usually prepare like a couple of songs that I definitely want to play and that I just blast them out and just like dance and kind of get like in the mood. It depends a little bit. So I definitely play, so I sometimes play sets where it's completely improvised and kind of just really reading the crowd. But most of the times I do prepare a set where I do give myself like a little bit of a wiggle room, but it does have like a certain energy that I want to create, like a certain story. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, let me add this or that one. I know that I still have it on my USB, just maybe not in that set. But most of the time I do like to give myself a little bit of a guideline. So I think TikTok helped me in my career because it gave me the opportunity to connect with people from all over the world. So when I live stream, it gets shown to people from like Australia and from Germany that maybe where the algorithm of me just, for example, posting it maybe would have not like hit them. But like this, I really was able to create a community from all over the world. So now I know when I go on tour, there will be, people from every country coming out because they saw me on TikTok. I like staying after my set till the end, probably. I feel like this is one of my like celebrations. I just really like to enjoy the moment. I feel like I have such a euphoria after my set where I'm just like, everybody's coming up to me and we're taking pictures and I like watching all the other artists and stuff. I feel like this is my way of celebrating, to really just be in the moment. I feel like fashion and music goes for me like hand in hand. I think it's like music is one way to express myself, but then fashion is also a way to express myself. And I feel like the same way as with music, I feel like I create my own world where I can be whoever I want and like make a statement to maybe not fit in or like whatever people think about me or my style. I take everything as a compliment, because I feel like some people maybe mean it not in the right way, but to me it's like, okay, I'm different and I think that's amazing and I do want to be who I want to be and how I feel good. And I want to give that to other people as well, that they can wear whatever they want, they can be whoever they want, they can, have the hobbies what they want. It's okay. Like I do it, you can do it too. Not enough. I definitely don't bring enough. Whatever I'm packing, I feel like I'm always in a rush, so I just throw something in. And then I definitely had a couple of times where the people that booked me to DJ in like a different city, they're like, yo, last night was so amazing. We actually have another event and would love for you to like stay and play another thing. And so whenever I would be available to play another night, I would have to like go shopping and get like whole new outfits and stuff like that because I definitely didn't bring enough. Okay, this one is gonna be interesting, but I think it's the influencer DJs that have been DJs for like, a month and now they're the headliners because they have, $100,000 or whatever. It's like, I respect you if you worked, your way up and built your following and like really perfected your craft. But there's definitely DJs that like are getting booked that don't even know how to make a transition. I feel like it's just a little unfair to the artists that actually like worked and practiced and like deserve to get the headline spot, and not just because they're like their follower count. So I feel like it's changed a little bit. It definitely went back to like people with more talent to play. But yeah, I hope this trend never comes back. In Germany or in Berlin specifically, the people are a little bit more, I would always say like ruthless. And since it starts very late, it also goes on for forever. So I feel like the whole vibe of the night is a little bit different because we start at like 2 a.m. in Berlin and then we can go for like 3 days. So I feel like here it's a little bit of a different vibe. It's like you go, you rave, and then, after 3, 4, 5 hours, you go back home. So I feel like this is the biggest difference that people are it's like part of the culture to rave or to like I had even moments in Berlin where somebody just like pulled up a speaker in the middle of the street and it's completely normal that there's going to be a group of like 30 people starting to dance and stuff on the street because I feel like this is just part of the culture, while here I feel like if I would pull up with like a speaker, I don't know if people would start dancing with me. Prada. It will be Prada. It will be Prada. Prada hit me up. I want to make a line. This is also one of my goals. I definitely want to have a little bit of like, since I like this like black leathery vibe, I feel like if I could give my touch on like some Prada designs, that's like one of my goals. Speaking it into existence. Interesting. Okay. It will be dark chocolate with like with chili in there. So I feel like it's yeah, so you kind of get a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's dark, it's mysterious, but it's also a little spicy. So I'm working on a couple of techno tracks that one of them is coming out this week, actually in May. And I have some other ones that are coming out a little later, but this is definitely where my focus is on. This is going to be my first techno track that I'm releasing. It's called Heartbeat. With my own vocals on it. It definitely has a little bit of this like hypnotic, dark vibe of like breaking free and being like in your own world where it's dangerous but exciting. Okay, top 3 favorite artists of all time. It's definitely gonna be Tiesto. I feel like he definitely inspired me and my sound a lot and made this whole like his genre to kind of like a mainstream genre, which is nice and inspiring for an artist like me. Then I do really love Dala. I feel like he's a great DJ and really has his like signature sound that is also a little dark and I just like really losing myself in it. And then this one is a little bit random, but it's 50 Cent. And it is because when I was young, I discovered one of his, I think it was Get Rich or Die Trying, his album, and I would just play it on repeat. And I feel like it inflamed something in my soul that made me really like hooked and really wanting to work on music. And I feel like all of my songs have a little bit of like hip hop influences because of that, probably. Like kind of bringing that hip hop vibe into like electronic music. Ooh, I feel like in nightlife you have to be self-confident. It's just, especially as a woman, I feel like a lot of people were trying to like dance on my nose. And I was like, okay, just because I'm a girl, just because I'm young doesn't mean that you can do that. So I feel like I had to maybe even fake some confidence for a little bit to really be like, hey, I'm serious, I'm working hard and I should be treated with respect. And really had to force it first, but then it became part of me, of just being confident. I have to be confident if I want to succeed. I feel like if I could have my own festival, I would love to have it like full with bubbles. I feel like, it kind of just helps. Well, bubbles have a little bit of that rainbow, and I feel like that creates a little bit of the association with your own world, and I feel like if there would be bubbles everywhere, like a lot, and everybody would be partying, I feel like it would be a little bit sanitary too, because it would wash everybody a little bit, but I feel like it would just create that vibe of like letting go and flowing and like rainbows and we're here in the moment and life is good. To practice. I feel like this would be my advice to actually, if you want it, work hard for it, practice, and really go for what you want. Don't let anybody tell you anything. It doesn't matter. It's about what you want and the work that you put in to get what you want. Everybody that works hard will play hard. That's how it is. That's how the universe works. If you put in work, the universe will give it back to you and will give you opportunities. My favorite moment out of all the shows that I play had to be when I opened the show for Pitbull. Um, I played a remix of um, Firework, I think, by Katy Perry. And I remember how, all these thousands of people were putting their lighters up because I told them to do, I was like, everybody put your flashlight on. And then everybody, like if you're in a stadium, like that's crazy, everybody is there and everybody with the phone goes like that. And then, and then everybody was singing back to me. I was like, whoa, I'm doing this. Like, this is crazy. There's thousands of people singing back to me with the lighters on. Like, that was a moment I will never forget. So I'm actually playing my first Las Vegas headline show at Tao nightclub on June 27th. Yeah. So this is a gig that I manifested. So it's finally happening. Make sure to get your tickets because it's going to be a crazy night.